Okay, so we are going to go live. Quick rundown of the teams. 43, we have Pascal, Diavolo, Owner, Eprio, and Accident. And for ATS, P-Mansion, Holbeck, Bree, Proft, and Dez. So, things starting off quite nicely here. 43 as they get the first grenade kill of this game. Of course, the last game we saw them lose 13 rounds to 3 against Tempest Moriende. Holbeck going to pick off Eprio there as ATS start to get themselves trenched in on the defense here. Accident and Owner both coming up with frags. It's a 3-on-2 now as Prof does take down Owner. We have Pascal actually in on this bomb site right now. He's not actually spotted anyone around just yet. Again, just spraying through those walls. Diavolo is inside of middle house. Accident just outside of the construction yard there. You can see Prof just making his way around through middle. And he will try and get in here. Pascal does go down to Dez. We have Diavolo going to work in middle. It's now a 2-on-1. Dez brings it back to a 1-versus-1. And he is going to go over to the B site here as he will rush straight through. Bomb will get planted here. Dez versus Diavolo for this round. Dez spots him inside of the kitchen there. And Diavolo is just going to have to back around as Dez decides which way to go. Again, jumps around the corner. Will get the first hits off, but Diavolo will start things strongly here on the attack. 4-3.
Yep, pretty impressive. Nice little one-on-one at the end there.
So now ATS looking to come back into this game. Of course, still very early on. Not really anything to call just yet. But the nades do go out at the start of the round. You can see E3 holding back there, not wanting to be caught out by those early stop nades. As they will now make their way around. Owner does pick off Prof. I'm going to stick with Pascal because he's moving in to that construction yard. He's actually on that side. Does spot one around the corner. That was P-Mansion. Bree does take down Eprio, and it's now a 4-versus-3. But it looks like E3 may have got themselves in on this side. No, Dez will be laid prone upstairs. And E3 now have to work their way back around. Diavolo again will be the bomb carrier at 4-3. We've got Owner in the middle house. Accident just moving out towards the lower construction yard area as well. Dez picks off one. And all of a sudden it's back to a 2-versus-2. Dez did get tags there. Well, wasn't able to make it a full frag. And E3 will still try to get themselves in on this site as they wait. An Accident has spotted one. Oh no, that's just a body there, and he's not going to fire away. Owner does take down Holbeck. Let's see what Dez can do here. Does take down Accident, and again it's a 1-versus-1. Very close stuff here so far. Dez will take out Owner through the staircase, and that brings us back to 1-1.
Lovely from Dez there, just playing it cool.
Yeah,
what we needed to do.
I mean, both of these rounds gone down to 1-on-1s at the end. Both could have been, could have gone either way. And
yeah, it's pretty back and forth at the moment in terms of the frags.
I think ATS realistically should be building more of an early lead here. I mean, on the defensive side.
I think it's the start of the map. You know, only first 2 rounds, people are sort of sussing out what the other team's going to be doing, and they'll just adjust.
We have P-Mansion then looking into this site as Diavolo will take down Dez. Prof will reply. Will stick with P-Mansion as he does find Diavolo. That should be a bomb down in there as well. Pascal will be in for backup. As you can see, Holbeck will snipe across and look to find anyone moving in onto that site itself. Prof is in middle. Pascal is now going to plant up. We'll see if Holbeck can spot him. He's not. He's going to back around to the other side. Prof goes down in middle. It's a 3-on-1. And, well, Holbeck will be the last man standing. And surely not going to be able to get himself back in on this situation. Bomb is ticking away. Still 35 seconds to go as Holbeck misses another shot. Well, now grenade out towards the front of that construction yard. No one there. And we won't find anything from that. We'll spot ahead there over by the middle fences. But Owner, who had a bit of a shocker in the last game, has actually doubled and more his frag tally from the game against Tempest Moriendo.
Yeah, coming up huge here on backlot. Maybe Crash just isn't his map.
Yeah, I think that could be what it was. I mean, he caught almost every single grenade that came anywhere near him on Crash. So maybe backlot will suit his style of play a little bit more. Pascal now moving in onto that site and will get the frag through the wall. P-Mansion goes down. And again, it's a good start here at 4-3 as he just dashes away. Owner did get shut down by Prof inside of the middle. You can see Pascal just hoping to hit, I guess, Dez on the stairs there. Inside of that site. Holbeck going to be sniping over the middle. Bree does take down Eprio. And actually, Des is in middle. He's going to come across. Pascal heard him moving over there as well. And it's actually kill for kill here. Now it's down to a 3-on-1. Bree coming up fantastically there at the end with his deagle. Pascal goes down. So again, we go back to a tied game at 2-2. Let's see if ATS can put themselves into the lead for the first time in this game. Of course, they won 9th round, came onto the defensive side. Still very early on in this game, so we can still see someone pull away. Des just spraying through the smoke that was left by that grenade there. Holbeck will reply. Des did go down. P-Mansion quite aggressive here, and it will pay off for him. As Pascal will go down. And now P-Mansion will go back into his more favoured defensive position up on the stairs. Eprio will find a frag. Bree could be in trouble, but he does manage a jumping shot with that AK-47 onto Accident. And all of a sudden, we're back to a 3-on-2. So, again, a very, very close round being played out here by these two teams. Eprio, reaction shots onto Holbeck. And we are still kill for kill. P-Mansion is still playing that aggressive position, looking down towards the blocks and towards that Marine spawn. As Diavolo will find Bree. And now, the last man standing will be P-Mansion. He is 2 frags, 4 deaths so far in this one. He will find Bree. And it's now a 1-on-1 with Diavolo, the bomb carrier. We've seen him pretty much playing that bomb carrier role throughout the whole of this game. And he's now going to slowly work his way into this site. P-Mansion a little bit out of position right now. He's actually come back towards the spawn. We've got 20 seconds to go. Bomb is being planted right now by Diavolo. Yeah, bomb will go down, and P-Mansion now going to make his way in, looking for that final frag. And then the defuse. Diavolo has actually decided, well, they're going to run into each other anyway in a second.
There into top A.
Yeah, P-Mansion will go around, and he looked towards his right-hand side, but then he looked back, and Diavolo was there right up against the wall, and that will put them into the lead. So E3 do take the lead once again, 3-2. And again, Morg, this looks like it could be anyone's game from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a pretty back-and-forth game. Obviously, got to see how ATS do on attack. They might have a really strong attack.
We just had a couple of, well, one nade from Des that managed to get 2, but as you can see, Eprio will reply. Prof will then bring one back. So ATS still have the man advantage now, still a long time left in this round. We'll see if E3 can kind of break this ATS defense that seems to be holding strong this round. Eprio inside of middle, Holbeck, as usual, sniping over by the B side. And Prof will now take down Pascal, so it's a 3 versus 1. Last man will be Eprio. And well, he's now moving slowly. I think the players can actually hear me, so I'm trying not to give too much away. He will find Prof there inside of the middle. It's now a 2-on-1. Will they be able to come up on top of this clutch situation? He takes B into the site. Let's have a look. Holbeck sniping there. Bree going to be up high. And Eprio is going to go in for the plant, or at least for something. He was actually tagged there from the sniper shot of Holbeck, and as he goes back on the stairs, Holbeck was still watching.
Really good
and that will make 3-3.
Up on that car, over at B, long, good position.
So now ATS again will look to get themselves back into the lead. Very, very close game. In stark contrast to what we saw in the last one with E3 playing at 13-3 in favour of TM. We've actually got an aggressive defence this time from ATS. With smoke being put down just outside of that site. Holbeck will pick off Eprio at this round. It's now a 4 versus 3 situation. Still lots to be done by both of these teams to take this round. And now Holbeck just sits waiting over by the B area. Bree does spot one on the entrance to the A site. Owner and Diavolo both going to work, and Diavolo's deagle did pick off P-Mansion. It's now a 2-on-2. So again, these rounds being very, very close. And as the scoreline suggests, it's still going either way right now. Des does spot ahead down by the APC, and he will take down Owner as well. Accident will get his frag back onto Holbeck, and it's now a 1-on-1. Accident going up against Des. An Accident, as you can see there, just hanging back, waiting for the initial spot, and he will see Des, who's then going to fire back in. Des missing all his shots and sprays through the window. Accident decides he's going to re-peek and go for it. We've only got 26 seconds remaining in this round. Bomb is going to be down. inside of the construction yard entrance. Des peeks over the back. And, well, ATS then go in the lead again. But from what we've seen so far, it's probably going to level up in the next round anyway.
I would have thought so, yeah.
Take a look at this attack then from E3 as usual, just hanging back here with the grenade. Smoke's been put over as well. Diavolo's actually gone quite quickly into that site, and he will catch Des unaware. Yeah, Smoke was in perfect position there for Diavolo to rush straight through it. Pascal again firing down towards that middle fence. Mansion does take off one. Holbeck will reply as Diavolo finds P Mansion inside of the middle area. It's now a 3-on-3. Onan just spraying through the walls. Did get a tag, but there's no frag there as well. And E3 will take the man advantage. 3-on-2. There's still a minute to go in this round. Accident moving around to that site as well. Holbeck being tagged up through the walls is going to cook off a grenade, and, well, didn't actually hit anyone there. As you can see, Bree defending here in a very, very deep position.
Yep, just wall banging that bomb in towards A.
The bomb will be planted. And it will be planted on the A site here by E3. We've got Excellent just hiding behind those bricks at the front of the site. Owner inside of middle as well. As looks like this ATS retake will actually come straight through the main entrance. And Holbeck is going to give off the fate there. Pascal goes down. It's down to a 2-on-2. Holbeck still peeking that same area. Excellent does take on Bree. Owner comes in from the side as well. And as we predicted, it goes back to a 4-rounds-to-4.
Certainly is pretty predictable at the moment, this match.
So ATS this time sending 3 men over towards the B side, which has been generally having 3 over by A for the most of this game. Des will show that he can hold that A-bomb site on his own. Flashes going in as well from Prof, who will peek and will be taken out. It's down to very quickly to a 2-on-2, now a 1-on-2. As P Mansion goes looking around middle as well. Diavolo is actually going for the plant here, and ATS obviously haven't heard it. Holbeck was just looking for that exit frag, but he won't find that. And Diavolo will now sit himself almost on the bomb, and of course P Mansion. Diavolo not spots him, doesn't spot him to his left-hand side, as I can't get my words out, and P Mansion will get the frag. So we'll get a defuse in from Holbeck. And ATS will take the lead 5-rounds-to-4, and we're not so far away from half-time now. And who do you think is going to be happiest after this first half?
I think probably E3 will probably be a bit happier with this half. Their attacks seem to be doing all right. The map's still pretty much defense-sided, so you can be happy with some good attack rounds. A 6-6 is adequate to win the match as long as you've got a good defense.
And we'll see in a few rounds if that will be the case for E3, as ATS start off this round very nicely with the grenade frags. Diavolo replies for E3. Diavolo still is actually up on the top there, and a cook nade as he spots P Mansion, decides to throw the nade right at him. And the advantage goes back to E3, who are now all over this A bomb site. And I'm not sure if Diavolo actually spotted a leg there. He did spot a leg, and it will be Holbeck, who just peeked again from that area. Nade's going down. And it's now just a one-man standing for ATS, and it will be Bree. On the A stairs, the bomb is planted inside the A site. Diavolo will be holding on that staircase. Bree tried to make his way up there to clear that out first, but as we hit the 10th round, the score again, all level up at 5-5.
It'd be nice to see ATS do some little pushes around through B. The round before the last one, stacking 3 on B, paid off pretty well for them. But it doesn't seem to be that they're doing that.
Nades going out from Des here as Owner's grenade will open up the first frag of this set. Round 4 E3. Des having a look. He thinks there's someone down there on that A site. But actually, E3 aren't quite ready to make their move into that bomb site just yet. Pascal jumps out of middle. So he was nice. He was just got the last couple of hits off Diavolo and a pre, making this look like an easy round for E3. The last one standing surely will be Holbeck, the sniper. He's down in the spawn. Headshots onto Aprio. And he'll now run in, get his AK-47 and try and retake this bomb site. Does take down Pascal, now a 1 versus 3. Is he going to be able to take down 5 men, then get the defuse? He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to do that. Will spray through the wall. Diavolo goes down. And it's now all of a sudden 2 versus 1. As Holbeck will sit on the bomb. Will start defusing. And well, I don't want to give too much away. Accident does come in, and Holbeck must have been very, very close there. Oh, the bomb was defused in the last split second there, so ATS, well,
very unlucky.
Very, very lucky.
Good from Holbeck. Did well to stick with that defuse, definitely.
There was a split second defuse there from Holbeck, and maybe that will just be the round that ATS need to kind of knock the confidence of E3.
Certainly things like that you want going in your favour, that's for sure.
Yeah, we have Owner opening up with his grenades onto Prof. Pascal. Is also going to cook one here and toss it out towards the back entrance, and it will land right at the feet of P Mansion. And we are now in a 4-on-3 as Bree does take the headshot onto Owner. Diavolo goes down to Dez. And as you can see, he's just out of the back of that construction yard right now. And things quickly becoming level once again. Holbeck, the sniper, just watching up by middle. E3 are actually looking like they will push middle area, and they will be hit from the side there as Bree does come around. Prio again will find him, and it's quite astonishing how close all of these rounds have been. Always down to 3-on-3s, 2-on-2s.
The fragging is just back and forth, back and forth.
We'll see if Dez can put his team up here as we go into a half-time. He will be the last man standing. Pascal and Prio, the 2-4-E3. Dez is actually going to have a look around the middle area. He's not spotted anyone just yet, and actually that's because E3 are actually in on that bomb site. The bomb's down up on the second floor, and actually Dez will find a Prio. It's down to a 1 versus 1, 20 seconds to go, and Dez was out in the middle of nowhere. Pascal looked over the top, and that'll be half time, and it's all tied up here, 6 rounds to 6. Good half.
Yep, good half for E3 on attack. They should be able to build on that on the defensive side.
You think they're going to be able to come out on top of this one? I mean, we saw them on Crash. Their defensive side wasn't all that great. Obviously, we come over to Backlot now, which may change things. And as that first half suggests, maybe it will do. Well, obviously, E3 have to hold out strong here.
Yeah, I think E3, this is probably a map that that they like. From seeing how they play it, it looks to be something that they're quite confident on.
Yeah.
So, we've got to watch, see how they do.
We're just waiting for the last players to ready up. Will be P Mansion. And as soon as they do, ATS will be ready to start this second half off. Of course, 6-6 the score right now. If you're only just joining us here, this is still group stage, so best of 1 until we get into those playoffs, which then go to best of 3 and single elimination, right?
That's right, yeah.
So ATS then starting off. Holbeck just jumping up into a position on the wall there. Not going to hit anything, but his teammate Dez will land a grenade onto Pascal. And that will be first frag of the second half going in favour of ATS. And they are certainly looking like a slower attacking team right now. As Holbeck has moved his way up towards the middle area. Nades going over the top. He gets tagged up through the wall. He has to back away there for a few seconds as P Mansion also gets a tag. And now he will come back. Diavolo looking over the top of the wall inside the construction yard. Bree goes down. It's down to a 4-on-4 again as just 1 minute remains in this first round of the second half. Prio using the bricks to his advantage. Holbeck actually getting a tag there with the deagle, but the flash came in just in time to throw his aim off, and quick frags coming in at the end there. And actually it's E3 that take their first round on the defensive side.
Yep, look promising from E3, that little one. ATS are probably, seeing what's going on with their defense, so I shouldn't read too much into it, but good start for them on the defensive side.
Yeah, that one round, the way that things have been going so far, might just make a difference when we start to approach the final few rounds. Prio will pick off Dez. Again, reply on the exploding car. Takes down 2 there from Diavolo. Proft and P Mansion going down. And it's a 4-on-2 now, which is going to be hard for ATS on this attacking side. One of which is the sniper Holbeck, who's still way back in spawn. The bomb's down inside of middle. Not sure if E3 know that that's down there, as well as Pascal will spray down towards the car. Did set it on fire, but didn't obviously blow it up. Diavolo's also playing quite aggressive there, with Owner over by the B side. As Holbeck will now look for those frags onto the upper construction yard. Does spot someone, was quite a way off with that shot, though. We will find an AK-47 inside of middle. Bree will get a frag, but Holbeck does go down. Diavolo comes in from the side. And, well, they go now 2 rounds into the lead. Obviously, E3 managed 6 rounds on the attacking side. Now ATS need to do exactly the same. But so far, so good on defense, 43. Just a quick look at the frags. We've got Des leading the way for ATS on 16 and 12. 20 frags, 10 deaths for Diavolo. You can see that ATS decided to go that bit more aggressive this round. Diavolo was ready for Holbeck as he made his way in there. And, well, Diavolo really ripping through ATS here as they try to get their way onto this A site. Finally, he goes down to Des. And the team's coming a little bit more level. Now ATS will gain the man advantage as Accident and Pascal both go down. Brie as well jumps out of the back of A, and it's now a 2 versus 1 situation. And Owner will bring it back to a 1 versus 1, gets the tag on the last man, will finish it off. And well, E3 looked like they were in a spot of bother in that round, but do manage to go up to 9 rounds to 6 and gain the advantage. So they need 4 more rounds to take victory here in their group stage, and a game that they really could do with winning after losing to Tempest Moriende in their first game of the group stage. I think they still have to play button bashes a little bit later on. Eprio will grab 2 frags. Holbeck jumps out of the back door. He will be the only reply for ATS, and it's down quickly to a 4-on-2. We still have Des at the back. Holbeck goes down. It's all going to be on Des. Top fragger so far for ATS. The question is, will he be able to pull off a 1v4? Brings it down to 3 as Eprio goes down. He'll collect the bomb as well. As he now looks over to that A side, as you can see, Diavolo is still hanging around there. And he's looking to catch Des out here. Doesn't peek over the top. He probably could have got the jump on Des if he had done that. And Des will still sit back. Still 50 seconds to go. So Des needs to use that time and just worm out this E3 defense. He now goes into quite an open position though. They know exactly where he is, and he'll receive fire from all sides. Just jump over the middle there with the Deagle. Accident still in mid. And that brings it to 6 rounds to 10, of course, in favour of E3. ATS not having the greatest attacking sides here. Yet to claim a round. 4-0 in the second half to E3. More nades going over the top from ATS. As they look to get those early kills. Des will find one. P Mansion's grenade finds a Prio as well. Looking like maybe ATS can find something on the attacking side. As flashes and smokes go down into middle. Des taking a peek over the back. Didn't spot the man just behind those stacks of metal there. And Des will continue to peek out. But Accident over the other side has picked off Bree and P Mansion. We're down now to a 3-on-3. And then a 3-on-2 as Prof brings it back. The bomb is ticking away. Pascal tries to get his way in. Des will be waiting. Accident, the last man standing, and that will be the first round of this second half. 2 ATS on the attacking side. The 10-7 down. And that's still a long way to go, really, in this game. And still doable for ATS. They managed to gain just 6 rounds on the defense, and that might just cost them here, as their attacking side does look decidedly weak. Holbeck will spot one through the fence. Didn't manage to make the shot, and they will live for a little bit longer. And ATS already, of course, down to 4. You can see the smokes inside of middle as Pascal and Accident both go to work, and ATS being ripped to pieces here in this round by E3. Prof has made his way onto the site. Does manage to turn 180 there as he hears Diavolo coming in from the side. Pascal goes down as well. Still, though, E3 do have that advantage, or at least did, until Holbeck grabbed that Deagle frag. Owner is still inside of middle. And he will edge his way around. Grenade from Holbeck finds Accident. Surely this is going to be another round for ATS. The score will come to 10-8. Close one. And ATS still have 2 rounds to level this one back up. 10-8 the score. That was just for Diablo, by the way. I'm going to watch Holbeck here again at the start. See what he can pull off from this. He did spot someone down this area last time, and this time he will find that frag that ATS really needing. It looks like they're going to be making their way this time towards that B site. More nades going over into the shantytown. And now Proft is making his way with the bomb onto the site. Accident does pick off Des. And they are going to make their way back around. P-Mansion goes down. Prof did manage to get the bomb down. He will be taken out. Diavolo, great stuff there with a hat trick at the back of the B side. Pascal comes in from the side. All of ATS dead. And E3 will move onto the site, get the defuse, and go up in this game 11 rounds to 8. Needing just 2 more to take the victory here in their second group game of the day. Just a quick look at the frags. Dez is 20 frags, 16 deaths. P-Mansion at the bottom for ATS at the moment. Not having his greatest game at 10 and 18. But Diavolo, with 26 kills, is pretty much holding his team very strongly here. Nade's coming over again. Holbeck, once again, will find Diavolo running into that A site. Now looking for the aggressive defenders over by the B side. There's no one there so far for them. Double grenade frag from Pascal. That's really going to peg this ATS defense back, and it could put them up to game point. Bree does find Ona with a very nice shot there. Just a slight slither, but he manages to get the frag. And the bomb's actually... He's going to make his way over there anyway. Just checking through the door. Will collect the bomb. And a 74, and he's now looking for any defenders from E3 inside of that bomb site. Accident takes down Holbeck, and it will be all on Bree with the bomb. Still got around 50 seconds to go in this round. As Accident just sits around middle, you can see Pascal waiting over by A as well, and Bree has to make his mind up soon and really commit to one of those sites. I'm pretty much guessing from his positioning right now that he still wants to gain on the construction yard and get the bomb down in the A site. And as I say that, he's probably going to dart over to the other side, looking for somewhat of a B push now as Bree quickly moves his way over towards middle. Pascal moving around there. Accident doing the same, but Bree certainly could get in there and get that bomb down. His time is running out right now. And he looks for the frags, and as he looks away, Accident peeks out. Oh, well, just bad timing really from Bree there. I think it will be 8 rounds to 12, and E3 are on game point right now. They will go 1-1 in the group stage if they can win this one. Of course, we still have to play button bashes, I think, a little bit later on in this first day here. Bree will get the first frag. P-Mansion moves through, does get the frag, but Aprio will be there for backup for E3. It's now a 3-on-4. Dez finds Aprio. And let's now get around. Dez still defending on that A site, but as you can see, Prof will get the bomb down. Now a 4-on-2. Ona completely looking the wrong way there as Dez peeks over the top. That bomb will go off in 40 seconds. Accident will be last man standing for E3 and actually shut down straight through the fence there by Dez. And that will give ATS somewhat of a glimmer of hope. They are now 12-9 down. 3 rounds to tie it back up and put us into overtime. At least the E3 have that guarantee that even if they slip up in these last few rounds, they can still do it in overtime. We have again Holbeck peeking to his usual position over by the B side. Nade caught by Prof. And E3 move one step closer to taking this game. ATS moving in to that A side. Dez goes down. And not looking good now for ATS as they move around the side. Diavolo was caught out by P-Mansion. He looks into middle and Priya was there ready and waiting. So now a 4-on-2. Bree with a bomb. We'll just wait and look for the initial kills on that bomb site. Herbeck does spot Ona down by the back of the spawn area. Now a 3-on-2. Bombs down in top of the A site. Accident will pick off one, and it's all going to be on Holbeck to save this game for ATS. And he's in a terrible position, really. I mean, with only that sniper rifle moving into that A bomb site, which is so close, he's going to have to pick up this AK here and try and get his way in there. 40 seconds to go in this round. We still have Pascal on stairs. Aprio watching the back. Accident in middle. And this is certainly going to be very, very hard for Holbeck. He's going to go for it, of course. Has to make this round. Otherwise, ATS will lose the game. E3 do pick the round up with Accident. And that will be E3 taking the game here in the group stage. And, of course, we will have more games coming up from these 2 group stages in the Call of Duty 4 tournament here from the Crossfire Challenge 5. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we will have some ET action. So don't go anywhere here on Quad V for the Crossfire Challenge 5 in Enschede, Holland.